Hello, everyone. My name is Emily. Welcome to English Club. I am so excited to be here with you today. I hope you are all doing wonderfully. Today, we are going to talk about something that can really transform your English speaking. Something that will help you speak faster, more naturally, and with better pronunciation.
Hello, Emily. How are you today?
Hi, Paul. I am doing great. Thank you so much. How about you? Have you been practicing any new English learning techniques lately?
Yes, I have actually. I have been using the shadowing technique. It has been really helpful for improving my speaking speed. And that is exactly what we are going to talk about today, right?
Yes, exactly. The shadowing technique. This is one of the most powerful methods for improving your spoken English. It is used by language learners all over the world. It is also used by actors, public speakers, and even interpreters. It really works.
It does work. I was skeptical at first. I thought, how can just repeating after someone help me speak better? But then I tried it and I was amazed at the results. My speaking became smoother, my pronunciation improved. I started to sound more like a native speaker.
That is wonderful. And that is what shadowing does. It trains your mouth, your ears, and your brain all at the same time. It is like a complete workout for your English speaking skills. Now, before we dive deep into the technique, let me remind our viewers about something important.
Yes, good idea.
Before we start today's topic, please like and subscribe to our channel for more English learning videos. Your support really means a lot to us. It helps us create more content to help you improve your English. We appreciate every single one of you.
Yes, please take a moment to like and subscribe. We love seeing your comments and knowing that we are helping you on your English learning journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, let us talk about the shadowing technique. Paul, for people who do not know, what exactly is shadowing?
Shadowing is a technique where you listen to English audio and repeat what you hear almost at the same time. You try to match the speaker's words, pronunciation, rhythm, intonation, and speed. You become like their shadow. That is why it's called shadowing. You follow them very closely.
Exactly. You are not just repeating after them with a long pause. You are speaking along with them, just a split second behind. This is very important. The goal is to speak at the same time as the audio or just slightly after. This forces you to think fast and speak fast.
Yes, and this is what makes shadowing so effective for speaking faster. When you shadow regularly, your brain gets used to processing English at normal speaking speed. You stop translating in your head, you start thinking directly in English. Your mouth learns the movements needed for English sounds. Everything becomes more automatic.
That is the key word, automatic. When you speak your native language, you don't think about grammar rules or how to pronounce words. It just flows naturally. Shadowing helps English become more automatic for you too. It builds what we call muscle memory in your mouth and tongue.
Muscle memory is so important for speaking. Your mouth needs to practice the physical movements of English sounds. Some English sounds don't exist in other languages, so your mouth needs training. Shadowing provides that training. You repeat the sounds over and over until they become natural.
Exactly. Now, let me explain how to do shadowing properly. There are several steps. First, you need to choose the right material. This is very important. You should choose audio that is at your level or just slightly above your level. Not too difficult, not too easy.
Yes, the level is crucial. If the material is too difficult, you will get frustrated and give up. If it is too easy, you will not challenge yourself enough. You want something where you understand about 70 to 80% of what you hear. This is the sweet spot for learning.
Right. And you should choose content that interests you. If you like the topic, you will be more motivated to practice. You can use podcasts, audiobooks, YouTube videos, movies, TV shows, or even English learning materials specifically designed for shadowing.
I personally like to use podcasts and YouTube videos. I choose topics I am interested in, like technology, travel, or cooking. This way, I am learning English and learning about topics I care about at the same time. It is efficient.
That is smart. Now, once you have chosen your material, here is how you practice shadowing. Step 1. Listen to the audio first without repeating. Just listen and try to understand the general meaning. Do not worry if you do not understand every word. Just get the overall idea.
This first listening is important. It prepares your brain. You get familiar with the content, you hear the rhythm and melody of the English. Then you are ready to shadow.
Exactly. Step 2. Listen again and read the transcript at the same time if available. A transcript is the written text of what is being said. Not all audio has transcripts, but if yours does, use it. Reading while listening helps you connect the sounds to the words. You see how words are spelled and how they are pronounced.
Yes, this step really helps with pronunciation. Sometimes a word sounds very different from how it is spelled. When you see and hear the word at the same time, you make that connection. This improves both your listening and reading skills.
Step 3. Now you start shadowing. Play the audio and try to speak along with it. Try to match everything: the words, the pronunciation, the speed, the intonation, the emotion. Become their shadow. Do not pause the audio. Just keep going even if you make mistakes.
This step is challenging at first. You will stumble. You will fall behind. You might not catch every word. That is okay. That is normal. The important thing is to keep trying. Do not stop. Keep shadowing. With practice, you will get better and better.
Yes, persistence is key. And here's a tip. When you first start, you can shadow at a slower speed. Many audio players and apps let you slow down the playback speed. You can start at 75% speed or 80% speed, then gradually increase to normal speed as you improve.
That is a great tip. Starting slower makes shadowing less overwhelming. You can focus on accuracy first, then as you get comfortable, you increase the speed. Eventually, you can even shadow at faster speeds, like 1.25 times normal speed. This really trains your brain to process English quickly.
Yes, once you can shadow at faster speeds, normal conversation will feel easy and slow to you. You will have more time to think about what you want to say. This is how you become a faster, more fluent speaker. Now, let me share some important tips for effective shadowing. First, focus on imitation. Do not just say the words. Try to copy everything about how the speaker talks: their accent, their intonation, their rhythm, even their emotions. If they sound excited, you sound excited. If they sound serious, you sound serious.
This complete imitation is what makes shadowing so powerful. You are not just learning vocabulary and grammar. You are learning how native speakers actually sound. You are training your mouth to move like theirs. You are training your voice to rise and fall like theirs.
This is how you develop a natural English speaking style.
Exactly. Second tip, do not worry too much about understanding every single word. In the beginning, focus more on the sounds and rhythm. Understanding is important, but if you get stuck on one word you do not know, you will fall behind. Just keep shadowing. Keep moving forward with the audio.
Yes, fluency is more important than perfection when you are shadowing. You can look up words you don't know later, but during shadowing practice, just flow with the audio. Let your mouth get used to the speed of natural English.
Third tip, practice regularly. Shadowing is most effective when you do it every day, even if just for 10 or 15 minutes. Consistency is more important than length. It is better to shadow for 15 minutes every day than for 2 hours once a week.
Absolutely. Daily practice builds those neural pathways in your brain. It builds that muscle memory in your mouth. Little by little, day by day, you will notice improvement. Your speaking will become faster and more natural.
Exactly. Fourth tip, record yourself. This is optional but very helpful. Use your phone to record yourself shadowing. Then listen to the recording and compare it to the original audio. How close are you? Where are you different? This self-assessment helps you identify areas to improve.
Yes, recording yourself gives you objective feedback. You might think you sound one way, but when you listen to the recording, you realize you sound different. This awareness helps you improve faster. You can hear exactly where you need to work on pronunciation or intonation.
Fifth tip, gradually increase difficulty. Start with easier material and slowly move to more challenging content. As your shadowing skills improve, challenge yourself with faster speakers, different accents, or more complex vocabulary. This keeps you growing.
Right. If you always shadow the same level of material, you will plateau. You need to keep pushing yourself to the next level. This is how you continue improving.
Now, let me talk about the benefits of shadowing. We have mentioned some already, but let me summarize. First benefit, you speak faster. Shadowing trains your brain to process English at natural speaking speed. You stop hesitating, you stop translating, you just speak.
Second benefit, your pronunciation improves dramatically. You hear the correct pronunciation and immediately repeat it. Your mouth learns the correct movements. Over time, your accent becomes more natural, more native-like.
Third benefit, your listening comprehension improves. When you shadow, you have to listen very carefully. You train your ears to catch every sound, every word. This intense listening practice makes you a better listener overall.
Fourth benefit, you learn natural phrases and expressions. Instead of learning individual words, you learn how words fit together in natural English. You learn chunks of language. This makes your speaking sound more fluent and natural. Fifth benefit, you internalize English rhythm and intonation. English has a specific music to it. The way the voice rises and falls, the way some words are stressed and others are not. Shadowing helps you absorb this music naturally. You do not have to study it theoretically. You just absorb it through practice.
Sixth benefit, you build confidence. As you get better at shadowing, you realize you can keep up with native speakers. You can match their speed. This gives you confidence when you have real conversations. You think, if I can shadow this podcast, I can definitely have a conversation.
Yes, confidence is huge. Many English learners have the knowledge but lack confidence. Shadowing builds that confidence because you prove to yourself that you can speak at native speed.
Now, let me address some common challenges with shadowing. Challenge 1. It feels overwhelming at first. When you first try shadowing, you might feel like you can't keep up. The speaker is too fast. You can't catch all the words. This is normal. Everyone feels this way at first.
The solution is to start with easier material and slower speeds. Do not try to shadow a fast-paced news broadcast on your first day. Start with something slower and clearer. Children's content, beginner podcasts, or materials specifically designed for learners. Build up gradually.
Challenge 2. You lose focus or get tired. Shadowing requires intense concentration. Your brain is working hard to listen and speak at the same time. After a while, you might feel mentally exhausted.
The solution is to keep your practice sessions short, especially in the beginning. 10 to 15 minutes is enough. You can do multiple short sessions throughout the day if you want, but do not force yourself to shadow for an hour straight. Quality is more important than quantity.
Challenge 3. You feel self-conscious. Some people feel embarrassed speaking out loud, especially if they are imitating someone else's voice and accent. They worry about sounding silly.
I understand this feeling, but remember, you are practicing alone. Nobody is judging you. And even if someone hears you, so what? You are learning. You are improving. There is nothing embarrassing about that. In fact, the willingness to sound silly temporarily is what separates successful language learners from unsuccessful ones.
That is so true. You have to be willing to make mistakes. You have to be willing to sound imperfect. That is how you improve. Perfection comes later, after lots of imperfect practice.
Challenge 4. Finding good materials. Not everyone knows where to find good shadowing materials. Where do you start?
There are many resources. For beginners, you can use English learning podcasts like English Class 101, All Ears English, or 6-Minute English by BBC. For intermediate learners, try TED Talks, audiobooks, or YouTube channels on topics you like. For advanced learners, try news broadcasts, fast-paced podcasts, or movies and TV shows.
Yes, and remember to look for materials with transcripts when possible. This makes shadowing much easier, especially in the beginning. Many podcasts and YouTube videos provide transcripts. Now, let me share a shadowing practice routine that works well. Here's what I recommend. Spend 5 minutes choosing and listening to your material. Understand the general content. Spend 5 minutes reading the transcript while listening. Connect sounds to words. Spend 10 minutes actively shadowing. Focus on imitation. Spend 5 minutes reviewing. Listen to your recording if you made one. Note areas to improve. That is a great 25-minute routine. If you do this every day, you will see significant improvement in just a few weeks. Your speaking will become noticeably faster and more natural.
Yes, consistency is everything. Some people also like to combine shadowing with other techniques. For example, you can shadow the same material multiple days in a row. The first day might be difficult, but by the third or fourth day, you will notice you can keep up much better. This repetition is valuable.
I like that approach. Repetition helps you really master the material. You internalize not just the words, but the whole feeling of speaking at that speed with that rhythm.
Another combination technique is to shadow first, then practice the same content freely. After you shadow a passage, try to talk about the same topic in your own words. This helps you take what you learned through shadowing and make it your own.
That is excellent. You are taking the patterns and vocabulary you practiced through shadowing and now using them actively in your own speech. This bridges the gap between passive imitation and active speaking.
That is excellent. Well, Paul, we have covered so much about shadowing today. Let me summarize the key points. Shadowing is speaking along with audio, matching the speaker closely. It helps you speak faster by training your brain to process English at natural speed. It improves pronunciation, listening, rhythm, and confidence. Start with appropriate level materials and gradually increase difficulty. Practice daily for 10 to 15 minutes. Focus on imitation, not perfection. Be patient with yourself and celebrate progress.
Perfect summary. Shadowing is truly one of the most effective techniques for improving speaking speed and fluency. It works because it engages multiple skills at once: listening, speaking, pronunciation, rhythm. If you want to speak English faster and more naturally, shadowing is the technique for you.
I completely agree. Now, before we finish, let us ask our listeners a question. We want to hear from you.
Yes, we would love to know about your experience.
Dear listeners, have you tried the shadowing technique? If yes, what was your experience? Did it help you speak faster? And if you have not tried it yet, are you willing to give it a try after watching this video? Please leave a comment below. Share your thoughts with us.
Yes, please share your experience or your questions. We love reading your comments. Your feedback helps us create better content for you, and it helps other learners too. When you share your experience, you might inspire someone else to try shadowing.
And while you're here, please like this video if you found it helpful. Your like tells us you enjoyed this content and want more videos about English learning techniques.
And please subscribe to English Club for more English learning videos. We create practical content like this regularly to help you improve your English in real, effective ways.
Please like and subscribe to English Club for more English learning videos. Thank you so much for listening today. Thank you for investing your time in improving your English.
Thank you, everyone. We hope this video inspires you to try shadowing. Remember, the technique is simple, but the results are powerful. Start today. Shadow for just 10 minutes. See how it feels. Then do it again tomorrow and the next day. Before you know it, you will be speaking faster and more fluently. Yes, take action today. Do not just watch this video and forget about it. Actually try shadowing. Your future self will thank you for it. You have the power to transform your English speaking. Shadowing is one of the tools that can help you do it.
Well said. Take care, everyone. Happy shadowing.
Until next time, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.